Hello, thanks everyone for coming. Today I'm going to talk about a few things, but it's a lot of the... Can you pause that, please? Just hit pause. So it's a lot of the photo and video things that I've been starting and curating here in Chiang Mai, and a lot of ways that you guys can be involved and hopefully get some benefit out of these programs as well. So this is our logo for our foundation. It's called Documentary Arts Asia. Can anyone here read what this says? It's actually a word. My staff don't count. No? Okay, this says Asia in Japanese, and the Chinese is almost the same. It's our logo. You might have seen it around. I hope you don't forget it. So the main things that we do, I think this sums it up pretty well. Increase the number and quality of Asian documentary artists. That's photographers and filmmakers. Support emerging and established photographers and filmmakers. We have grants for them and a lot of things I'll talk about later. Engage and expose the public to quality documentary work. So that's all of you guys who also aren't taking photos and videos. We have a gallery and a library and things for you to come and engage more with this work that people are working very hard to produce. Assist underrepresented groups to tell their story. We're also working with different ethnic minorities in Thailand and Burma and different groups that their stories, because lack of training and equipment and things, are not being told the same way that other more dominant communities are. So we're supporting them. And lastly, just to celebrate the people who dedicate their lives to this work. Okay, one of our big programs is called the Chiang Mai Documentary Arts Festival. We've ran it for 2 years now. You'll see some video of it later. It's quite a nice event. Fortunately, Chiang Mai has a lot of really great venues. Here's the site for that. And this year, next year in February, we're going to be doing something new, a new evolution of our festival, because our festival focuses on documentary work, and a lot of people asked to be involved with that, but they were doing things that were slightly maybe outside of the realm of documentary. So we're making a more collaborative festival, and it's going to be much bigger. It's called F28, the Chiang Mai Month of Photography. And these are just some of the partners right now, and there's still, I think, a lot more that are going to be joining. So my vision for this is to really there's so many galleries and cafes and cool spaces like this in Chiang Mai. I want as many of those spaces to be filled with photo exhibitions, with talks, with slideshows, with workshops. So yeah, some of these are going to be really big name people that are coming to Chiang Mai to exhibit their work and give talks. But I also want this to be something that's open to someone who got their first camera last year and made a cool series of photos of street dogs or whatever it is. There's some cafe, some gallery in Chiang Mai that I think is happy to show that. So yeah, I want a lot of people involved in this, and I really hope that Chiang Mai is just like plastered with photos for that month. So that's coming up in February. Remember. Yeah, this is what our first festival map looked like. So we had quite a few venues. Our second one had even more. But I hope with this Chiang Mai Month of Photography, F28, I hope this map is just going to be covered with exhibition and event locations. Did I skip one? Okay. One of our really cool resources that I hope you guys come and check out is our library. We have several hundred photo books and almost 500 DVDs now. And this is a really great resource. As far as I'm aware of, it's the largest public photo library in Thailand that I've ever found. I've been to a lot of the universities and things like that, and they don't have quite a collection as we do. This is This is Bhat. I think he's going to be the future director of Documentary Arts Asia. He's here at every event, looks at every photo book, he knows everything. We also do portfolio reviews. This is Shahidul Alam. He's one of the biggest people in the world of photography. He was here in Chiang Mai looking at people's work, giving them feedback. And just coming up on the 13th and 14th, we're having the Foreign Correspondence Club Photographer of the Year. His name is Vlad Soklin. He's coming to Chiang Mai. He's going to give a public talk on the 13th. And on the 14th, he's also going to be doing portfolio reviews. This is a really great way to boost your knowledge of your work and what can be done with it in a very short time. So I hope some people come out to that. We have a residency program. This is really important for not only emerging photographers and filmmakers, but even established ones. People are often so busy working on assignments when they can get them. And then very few people take time, especially a few months, to work on their own personal projects, long-term projects. So this is a program where we invite an Asian photographer or filmmaker to come to Chiang Mai. We give them apartment and food for 3 months, and they just work on one project. And they don't, they have the freedom to do that and not worry about paying their rent and electric bills and where they're going to find their next meal. So coming quite soon is Chintan. She's a documentary filmmaker from India, and she'll be arriving in January, and she'll be here for 3 months. We'll have a big party for her and introduce you guys all. Looking forward to it. And if you know anyone or yourself would like to apply, it's open to any photographer or filmmaker that's from Asia. And the only requirement is you have to have had an exhibition of your work before. So try to get something up in a cafe during the month of photography, and then you can apply next year. We have a lot of internships available, and we have people coming from all over the world to join them, from South Africa, from Lithuania, from UK, from Australia, and surprisingly, no one from Thailand has joined our interns yet. So maybe someone's interested. We have all kinds of things from social media to photographer to designer. We show 2 films every week. Every Monday is Asian cinema, and every Thursdays are documentary films. It's a great time. There's free popcorn. We have gear loan as well, which not a lot of people know about because it's kind of buried on our website. But like these GoPro cameras here, they're really amazing. You can do all kinds of crazy time lapse and underwater stuff and sports. So we have the latest one available for rent, just 150 baht a day. We have other gear. Some of it's free. If you want a tripod, you just come take it so you can get better non-shaky video. Oops. And this was a really special day for us, a special week. This is the Foundry Photojournalism Workshops. It's only one time per year somewhere in the world. And they bring in, these are like 17 of the top photojournalists in the world. And this is in Chiang Mai. And they brought in 150 students with them. For a reference point, the places this has been in the past is like Mexico City, Sarajevo, Istanbul, Buenos Aires, and we brought them to Chiang Mai. It was a really cool thing to have them there. The university helped us out, giving the facilities to teach. And now our programs are often totally booked. A lot of people are sitting on the floor. Some people can't get seats at all. You can see. So one exciting news is we've just been in the process of getting a 5-year lease on this land. And we're going to be building a new center that can host a lot more people for events, and also that'll have a lot more hangout space, something like this, where people can come for an event, but they can just hang out. And so we're working on that right now, and we need help if anyone's interested in volunteering. If anyone has a blank check, I'll take that too. And so this project is based in Chiang Mai. I'm really happy to be based here, but it's actually a regional project, and we've already opened a second gallery in Burma. This is in the north of Burma, in the capital of the Kachin Independence Organization headquarters. And it looks like a really nice space. It's going well. And I hope there will be many more centers that will be opening up around Asia. But Chiang Mai will remain the headquarters. So for a reference point, these very nice, very expensive photo books are 11 kilometers from the front line fighting in Burma. So that's the kind of communities that we're reaching out to really engage them with media. Here's a refugee who's missing a hand. He's there looking at Steve McCurry photo book. To say. I launched this at the TED Talk actually in Chiang Mai. It was just an idea then, but then it grew some support, and so I really appreciate Martin and the people that were behind this. We're also behind that. They're helping a lot to bring a lot of cool creative stuff. So this is some images of our festival. When I tell people a festival in Chiang Mai, some people can't really imagine the scale of it, but I think some of these photos show it's a very nice spaces, very great work, and we have everything from photo books to workshops, portfolio reviews. Some are big, nice galleries. Others we just find this very interesting corners of Chiang Mai that are waiting to have photos put on them. So here's a few of the posters of the work that we've shown, so you can get an idea. We change the exhibitions every month. We show all documentary work from Asia, and mostly by Asian artists, but sometimes by foreign artists who have been living here for extended times. We also show some work that's about Asian communities that are based out elsewhere. This is the Burmese refugees' first 90 days in the US. It's an exhibition by Ansel Adams on the internment camps in California, where they interned all the Japanese people. This is some of the work shot during the Foundry workshop. They produced incredible work, 150 photographers, and almost none of the stories overlapped, and all of the images were incredible. This is one of my personal favorites. This is North Korea and South Korea, and the whole exhibition is just showing these diptychs of. So this is our current exhibition. We just had the opening last night. It was a great night. The exhibition will still be up for a month, so if you missed the opening, come down and check it out. And we're having a 2-year anniversary coming up in about a month, January 10th. It's going to be a big party. It's going to be, it's like some music, an auction, some really cool stuff. So put that on your calendars. And this is the last note I'd like to leave on with. A lot of people, when they think about photography and teaching photography and things that I do a lot, many people default to cameras and f-stops and shutter speeds and things. But this is some of the best advice I ever heard on how to be a good photographer. This is from one of the top photographers at Magnum. When he was asked how to be a good photographer, get a good pair of walking shoes and fall in love. And that's really the kind of projects that we support and the advice I like to give if anyone wants to get involved in photography or filmmaking. And then we have a video. Very short 2-minute video to show more in visuals the things I was talking about. Okay, so that's my talk. Thank you very much for listening, and
Thank you very much, and thank you, Anne.
do we do any like Q&A now?
Yes, we can do it now. Yeah, we have some few minutes. So, any questions from the floor? มีคำถามขึ้นมาไหมครับมีเวลา
What sparked my vision? Okay, it's a good question. I started off living in Thailand, and I lived here full time for several years, and then I moved to Japan, and that's where I really got involved full time in photography. But then I decided for various reasons I actually wanted to live in Thailand and Chiang Mai more. So I moved back here, but there really wasn't a photo scene per se. Like there was almost no galleries that showed photo work. It's hard to find photo books. There was no grants available. Like workshops were once a year, maybe in Bangkok if you're lucky. So I was flying myself back to Japan every few months for like 2 years just to see people's work, to show my work, to get involved. And then after 2 years, I said, okay, this is enough. I'm just going to start this in Chiang Mai for myself. I can have all of these things that I want and then share that with everyone else. So yeah, that's where it comes from in a nutshell.
Yes, please.
If people are interested in getting galleries to exhibit their work in February, how do you recommend they sort of start? Or what's your role going to be in liaising the different
Okay.
exhibitions?
So for the month of photography, we're going to be pretty laissez-faire, pretty hands-off. If you have a space and you want to have work shown there, you could come talk to us and we could try to arrange someone, or if you just find yourself a photographer and then come to us and present that. Or it could be the other way. If you're a photographer that wants to show work, I suggest you first go and look at some spaces yourself. If you don't come to anything, you can come to us and we can try to assist to recommend some places. But really this is rather than us kind of out there like printing and framing everything and organizing everything, it's just an umbrella. I mean, we're organizing about 7 big exhibitions. Chiang Mai University is doing 15. There's several other groups that are doing quite a lot. But we're all operating basically independently. So it's very open.
Any more question? So again, thank you very much, and a round of applause, please, again. Thank you very much. And I'm sure we are looking forward to the F28, right? And then lots of events by the Documentary Art Asia. And thank you very much, Ryan.